Good morning, children. Today we will learn about angles. I'm going to talk about elementary geometry, in which angle is one of the measurement which helps us to determine the distance between two lines originating from a single point. This is the point. I have two lines originating from it, and if you ask me, say I label this point O, this line segment is OA, this line segment is OB, and if you ask me how far OA is from OB, how do I answer? So one of the ways is to look at an angular measurement. That is, we denote these by the term called angle. It defines the separation between the two line segments. For example, if I draw the directions that we are all familiar with, north, east, south and west. If I ask you to define which is the east direction with respect to north, how will you define it? That is where angle comes to our rescue. We will define this as 90 degrees from the direction of north on the right hand side. That means it's a right angle. We call this as right angle. This is the way we define directions using the measurement called angle. You can read the maps using the measurement called angle to identify the separation between two places with respect to a common point or a point of origin or a point of reference is what we call in geography. Now let us look at the classification of angles. One, acute angle. Acute means less or small. So when you have two line segments separated by an angle which is less than 90 degrees, we call this as acute angle. Two, the second one is, as I had already mentioned to you, the right angle. That is, two lines exactly, we call or we use the word perpendicular. When they form exactly the right angle, then we call that angle as a right angle. When the angle is more than 90 degrees between the two line segments, this is, suppose I say it is 120, it is greater than 90 degrees, and therefore it is called as obtuse angle. Another one is called straight angle. Straight angle is very easy to understand. The two line segments as straight, and the included angle between them is 180 degrees. These are the most commonly used classification of the angles, and sometimes we also use reflex angle when the angle exceeds 180 between the two line segments. Where the angle is greater than 180. Lastly, we also call as complete angle, which is the two lines segments coincide with each other, which is 360 degrees. So children, is it clear to you now?
Yes.
So let us move ahead. I will rub this off and let us look at the next class, where I will give you some examples of how to use these, or how to use this concept of angle in seeing the time in the clocks, and that will help you to understand what is a revolution and so on.